The mechanics actually has started with the coronavirus over the last 3 or 4 weeks. You had the impact on the airline business, you've had the impact on the normal businesses, transportation by sea, and so forth. All that basically depressed the prices of oil originally. But then what then happened was that the two major countries, Russia and Saudi Arabia, and the OPEC countries, were trying to agree on whether they should reduce production to keep the prices up with a falling demand.
Yeah.
But somehow they couldn't agree on that. So as a result of that, Saudi decided, fine, we'll just drop we'll increase the production to drop the price and retain market share. And that is what has driven that price drop right now, is basically that disagreement between OPEC and Russia.
All right. So many experts would actually describe this as the beginning to a very serious global oil war, of course, in the oil production industry. So my question is, what exactly was the idea behind Saudi Arabia's increasing of production of their oil?
The increasing of production by Saudi is purely premised on the fact that they do not want to lose market share.
Okay.
Right? And if the prices are going to go down, or if there's no agreement, then they have to maintain their market share with all their customers. So they'll drop their price to keep the market share. And that is what has been happening.
Okay, so there was a meeting last week
Yes.
with the OPEC members of course, these are the people who are responsible for oil production globally. What occurred in the meeting that instigated this move?
It was Russia and the OPEC group needed to agree that they're going to maintain the production or reduce the production from where it is now to a lower level, so that they could maintain the global prices where they were. So that even if they're not getting volume, they're still getting margin. But the Russians didn't agree to that. And what we think is the case behind the Russians not agreeing to this is the fact that if they drop the prices and the prices come down, which is what Saudi has done, the impact will actually hit the US. Because the United States has been a very strong, seen a strong growth in the production. And the reason they've done that is because they've actually had shale oil coming onto the market. But the production cost of shale is higher than the production cost that Saudi and Russia have.
Yeah.
So if the prices drop, it means that US is going to be more expensive. So they have to shut in their production.
All right.
So in a way, I think Russia was trying to push the envelope so that prices would go down and the US suffers.
And the US suffers. That was my next question. I wanted to ask you, why is the US so silent about this particular back and forth that is going on between Saudi Arabia and Russia? So is it safe to say that Saudi Arabia and the US are in cahoots?
No. It is Saudi Arabia and the US are not in cahoots. I think what is happening here is that the Russians have got something against the US, and so they didn't want to play ball with OPEC. And so they wanted the prices to go down. And that basically means the Americans are going to suffer.
All right. So this is something that started all the way. It has been caused by the COVID-19 coronavirus, and the outbreak is massive. And of course, that means that the demand for oil is now low. So what are from where you're sitting, what do you think will happen in the next few months, especially when we're looking at the global oil front?
What is likely to happen is that this fight between the OPEC team and Russia and the United States is not going to be resolved quickly. So you'll find like what happened about 3-4 years ago, the prices are going to collapse. So on a global basis, they've come down to about $30 a barrel.
Yes.
For West Texas and Brent. You're likely to see them dropping slowly to the level of about $20 a barrel. Now that kind of level, you'll find that Saudi is still making money, because for them, out of the ground price is almost maybe about $3 or $4 a barrel. So they can afford to go down. Russia will begin to blink at about that level. The US will have given up already. So the US is going to shut in their production. Maybe by about $25, you'll find that the shale is not going to hit the international market. So volumes are going to drop at that time. And once volumes drop, and all you have is Russia and OPEC producing, then effectively the prices will bottom out, and then they'll begin to rise slowly, right? And as basically, I think as a coronavirus, people begin to understand the dynamics around it. But I don't see the prices recovering for for the best part of this year.
For the best part of this year.
Primarily because the coronavirus is going to cause a lot of restriction in terms of production across the whole world.
Okay, so does this mean that the global oil industry is going to suffer?
They are going to suffer in terms of volumes, but at some point the people who have got the best margins are the ones who are going to survive. So you're going to find that Saudi, the Middle East are going to be the ones who are producing most because they can afford to go right down. But some of the countries are going to shut in to avoid the margin erosion for them.
All right. Engineer, I'd like us to bring it down to Kenya, Africa. Kenya, let's just focus on Kenya as our nation. The decrease in the prices, in the oil prices, do you see them trickling down to Kenya? Are we going to, do you see us benefiting from it?
I think that the trickle-down effect in Kenya is not going to be as drastic as you've seen in the rest of the world. And the reason for that is that currently there is an oversupply in the Middle East. And that oversupply has meant that the prices you're getting here are very good compared to the rest of the world. So when the crude oil prices drop down, you also find that the refining capacity in the Middle East is more than should be there. So we're already getting a low price, and as the prices of crude oil go down, the impact here is going to lag behind the prices going down in the rest of the world. So you'll find that here, when the prices of crude go down by say about another 10-15%, the prices here may only go down by about 3 or 4%. Because they are lagging behind the global crude price.
Okay, so it's not something that will be much of benefit when it comes to Kenya.
It will be a marginal benefit. It's not, you're not going to see the huge change that happens elsewhere in the world.
It's just going to be.
But I think also people have got to be conscious of the fact that we normally buy what we call futures. So the prices now, the prices were fixed 3 months ahead. So it will take 3 months before the next batch that is at a lower price comes in.
All right. Now, I'd like us to move away from matters, the global oil prices or the global oil war. I'd like us to engage. I would like to engage you on matters golf. Now, the 2020 Magical Kenya Open was postponed last Friday. When is that decision going to be revisited?
No, we actually fully understand the government's position in terms of basically asking us to postpone the event, and it is all in the interest of the health of the Kenyans. And within a month, the government said they're going to review and let us know whether they're going to open up for events again. So we are also consulting with the global organization that we are attached to see whether we can get a date later in the year. So there is consultation still taking place, but we still currently do not have a very specific outcome as a result of that. But we're waiting for the government to tell us after 1 month exactly whether they're going to say now international events can take place, and then we can begin to then plan. But it's a postponement. It's not a cancellation.
It's a postponement.
Yeah, that's it.
And the fact that it's a postponement, okay. I'd like us to go back just a bit. This is something that has been planned for a couple of months. This is something that takes a lot of time to plan. So the postponement, of course, has brought in losses. Is this something that you'd like to let us in on how much, if you're looking at the losses, how much?
I think losses will not be really an issue to discuss until such time as we know whether the event is cancelled or whether it's not. Yeah.
Okay.
But as we said at the moment, the event is postponed, and we expect that we're just going to transfer whatever's happened now into the future.
Okay.
Yeah. So losses, we don't really expect that losses would happen to that extent, but it depends entirely on what transpires in a month's time, when the government will then tell us, yes, we're lifting up the ban on meetings and conferences and events, and then we can begin to plan. Then we'll then be able to assess better really what the impact of the cancellation has been, if it's a cancellation or if it's a postponement, for how long.
Okay.
Right, so all those come into play for us to be able to really look at the impact of what has happened as a result of us not having the event this coming week.
So when it comes to the tournament, we are waiting for the government, and also at the same time we're going to take a look at how the coronavirus is
how
doing,
it plays out,
how
yeah,
it plays
and
out,
also
and all.
really in terms of getting a suitable date globally from our correspondents.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Engineer. Unless you have anything to add, I think I'm good to go.
Yeah, I think all we've got to say is that, at least on the golf side, is that whilst a lot of people may have been disappointed, all the people who had paid in advance for their tickets, what have you, and everything else, all all that money is going to be refunded.
Okay.
So people should not really panic. We'll do all that, and then when we have an event coming, if it does come, then you can reapply.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
My pleasure.
All right.